All right. Continuing the Alice in Chains rabbit hole, which you guys seem to be enjoying. Thank you guys for watching, first and foremost. This is no excuses. We've done a music video. I like the song. I like the harmonies in the song. Now we're doing the MTV Unplugged performance. I believe the MTV Unplugged performance was requested by you guys in the comments more than the official music video, but I like to dive into the studio version before checking out the live performance, so I go into it knowing what it's about somewhat, and also because they're different. It's the same song, but it's a different performance. It's MTV Unplugged in itself is quite a unique setting. It reminds me of those I think it's called So Far. It's those performances where it's a very small public, a very small audience, small room, and just have a bunch of people sitting around the artist or band performing, and it just has this really authentic vibe to it, which I think the MTV Unplugged performances have as well. This acoustic, still with a live band, but acoustic versions of these songs, which kind of give more intimacy in a way, if that makes sense. We're going to leave a like on the original, and the link to this original music video will be in the description, so make sure to check out Alice in Chains' original music, because this is not a substitute for this video, this song, this performance. This is a reaction, which should be protected under fair use, but the copyright is owned by them, just to let you know. It's not a substitution. If you guys are interested, there's a Patreon. It helps the channel. The link is down below. Access to hundreds of unreleased videos, live streams that get blocked on YouTube, and people can put in a request there. But don't worry, you can just leave comments here as well. I will never exclude the YouTube community, So this actually was also a suggestion by the comments. I'm very sure I remember it now. Yeah, genuinely thank you guys for being so supportive to the Alice in Chains fan base. I also do my best to post every single Alice in Chains video reaction that I do on YouTube, for sure. Let's go.
Well, we've been waiting a long time to play this show, and I'd like to thank you all for coming out to see it. Means a lot to us, and we're gonna have a good time. Play some good songs for you. The song's called No Excuses.
It's alright, there comes a time. Got no patience to search for peace of mind. Laying low, wanna take it slow. No more hiding or disguising true sad soul.
What? Friends don't let friends. Something about haircuts.
Yeah, it's fine. Walk down the line. Leave our rain and go trade the warm sunshine. You, my friend, I will defend. But if we change, then I love you anyway. Every day is something hits me out so cold. Find me sitting by myself, no excuses that I know.
There's a bunch of things I want to talk about. Sometimes it's harder to memorize everything when I'm not pausing. I know you guys prefer it, but okay. The crowd. This setting, one of the reasons, I just realized that one of the reasons I really appreciate these MTV Unplugged performances is because the crowd is so respectful. And how can you tell they're respectful? They're silent, quiet. They don't make any noise during the performance, just at the end. I appreciate that. You cannot expect that from a rock show in an arena, a stadium. You can't expect the crowd to be deathly silent. It's just what happened. It's more inclined to happen in a setting like this, in a very small, controlled environment, right? I just appreciate that. You know, you can appreciate the loud crowd cheering in a stadium, in an arena. Of course, it'd be better than them just being quiet, because that probably means that they don't like the music, right? But it's just when it's done here, this is almost like, because certain bands do this. They do something called like a studio performance or a studio version, where they record the visuals, but they perform it live. But it is still in a controlled environment. It's still in a studio. It's just now the setting is that it is in a room, right? But you're kind of getting a studio version in a way. It's just a one take, right? If that makes sense. It's just, and it is like this with the other ones as well. It's more authentic. No theatrics. Nobody's doing anything crazy. A little acoustic solo in there, which was really nice. It's just raw, authentic and raw, I think. It's a bit slower than the original, if I'm not mistaken, than the original No Excuses, which I've done a week ago. If memory serves me right, then I think it's a little bit slower. There's more focus on harmonies, I've noticed. Was it Jerry? Lane, and was it Jerry? I forget the second vocalist's name. Excuse me. I forget it sometimes, but I think it's Jerry. Because we're seeing them do this in one take live, it looks more human, and it feels more human because of the setting it's in and every reason that I gave before. More intimate, more personal, more emotional in a sense. It feels more human, because if you're watching a music video, you get all these crazy shots of rock stars. You're looking at it, you're like, oh, these are rock stars. Oh, damn, look at this band, fire. They're on the road, they're touring, this and that. There's almost this disconnect as a person. But then when you see them here live, and you realize they're human, just like me, just like you, there's more of a authentic connection, I think. This is why I like these MTV Unplugged performances. Looking at Lane and understanding now and knowing what I know now, and I used to not know, my lack of knowledge, you guys informed me and I looked some stuff up. He was dealing with things. He was dealing with addiction. He was dealing with mental health issues. He was struggling internally. Seeing him sit there, not moving, really slouched, is he looks very worn to me. And that, it's, of course it's bad, it's terrible to be going through something like that, but it just, I think it creates this vibe in this live performance that you would not get anywhere else. It's just because these live performances, and this is what live performances are, they're experiences. Yes, you get the song. Yes, there's replay value. Yes, it's a different version of it, but you get these experiences. And I think those people that sat there and experienced this, that is a moment in time you will never get again, especially nowadays in the day and age of social media and electronic devices where people just, you go to a concert now, what do you see? Everybody's got their smartphone out. Put the phone down and enjoy the moment. This is what, 1994, 5 or 6. I don't remember which year it was. But this is a time, and this is one of the last stages pre-social media, mobile devices, where people were still living in that moment. And I don't think they realized that it was about to change. Not very soon after, but about a decade after, a bit longer than a decade, right? When you think about it, it's a bit crazy. So yeah. It's eerie watching these, knowing what I know now, what you guys told me. It's eerie watching him in this state and perform, because in one, from one perspective, music's fire. This one is, I would say, this is one of the most emotional, or most of the more soft, if that's the right term, pieces or performances that I've ever seen from Alice in Chains, if not the most emotional one, and in a more softer, calmer tone. Right, they have other, Down in a Hole is very emotional, right? They have other songs that are more, they have more oomph to it, but they're also extremely emotional. This one is just like the most calm. Let's use the word calm. One of the most, if not the most calm, emotional live performance I've ever seen from Alice in Chains, right? So, thank you guys for watching as per usual, and see you on the next one.